Good morning, everyone. Amy Conley here with United Way of Door County. It is Monday, March 9th. We did that sprung ahead thing. I know for some folks this is a really tough week, so hang in there. I think the sunlight at the end of the day will be worth it, and in a few weeks we'll start seeing sunlight in the morning again. I know I personally have been getting outside, walking, getting that vitamin D, so I hope if you're able to, that you've been able to get outside as well and soak up a little extra sunshine. Today is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Might be a good day to sneak outside at lunchtime. So let's see. Last week, nominations were due for Golden Heart. So many good applications. Bob and I started going through them. He's redacting them, and we'll be getting them to our volunteer judges to review. So thank you to everyone who nominated someone. It's really great. We're going to be publicizing that list probably in 10 days. We have to make sure everybody's in the right category. We have to notify them. So all of that good stuff has to happen before that list goes public. Other things, last week we did notify our 2026 funded partners of their status for 2026. We will be getting that list up on our website and on social media this week. All of those partners fit into our 4 impact areas. So youth opportunity, healthy community, financial stability, and community resiliency. Those are the new areas that we've been using for about 1.5 years. United Way Worldwide kind of renamed some of those areas. So all of our work at this point is in those areas, and it didn't really change anything, so we're happy that we didn't have to make any big adjustments with that. As I've alluded to, though, in the past, since we fell short of meeting our campaign need, it did take us a little longer to work through that process, so the board had to do some extra budgeting work, looking for as many ways that we could be as cost efficient as possible internally on our side of things, in order to spread those dollars as far as we could. We do have an endowment fund, so we are able to take a minimum amount out of that endowment fund annually, so we were able to do that. Looked at our savings, looked at our reserve fund, those sorts of things. We did not touch either of those because we still know that we may need those for a rainy day. So just being as smart as possible with things, how we do things, that sort of thing. So that leads me to staffing. Last Friday was National Employee Appreciation Day, and had an opportunity to put a few of our staff photos out there on social media for you. And that got some questions. Yeah, we've got some new team members. We haven't had a chance to introduce them to you yet. So on the United Way side of things, so this is where a small bit of campaign dollars are raised to help run the United Way office. There's myself as the executive director and Christina Studebaker. Christina, some of you know, she worked here a few years ago. She came back now. She's doing a lot of strategy work for us, data work for us, those sorts of things to make us a stronger organization behind the scenes. So those are the 2 positions at United Way. We are looking for possibly an administrative assistant / bookkeeper, or a marketing person. We're going through a little bit of an analysis to see what we need, what we can outsource, and once we complete that, we'll know better what that 3rd position is going to be. The other team members that you saw, those are the ones that focus on our internal program partners. So Molly and Logan work on childcare. Chad, Rebecca, and Bob, I'll get back to Bob in a minute, work with the Partnership for Children and Families. Stride, our school-based mental health program, is also Bob. Live Well Door County, which used to be Healthy Door County, and the Alcohol and Drug Coalition, those are Stephanie Short's programs. And then Volunteer Connections, which is a newer program. Well, not really new, just a program we haven't had the capacity to really launch. Kelly was working on that program before she left. That is now Bob's responsibility as well. So Bob, Bob Sjogren, new face to us, not a new face for some of you. So Bob is working essentially 3 positions with us to make a full-time job. So overseeing the Volunteer Connections program, doing parent education with the Partnership for Children and Families, and then overseeing our STRIDE program, our school-based mental health program. So that's who we are in a nutshell. The United Way piece is the piece that comes directly out of those campaign dollars. All of those other programs have to do their own fundraising. So that kind of gives you a quick glimpse into how that works here. So that's what I have for you today. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.